And we're back.
What?
And the
The music is like,
the recording.
So, last time, Mr. Saw It made a fool of himself. And the time before that, Mr. Butts made a fool of himself. Everyone's just making a fool of themselves. We even made a fool. Phoenix Wright made a fool of himself too.
Whoa.
So did the judge.
I guess everyone's fools.
Everyone's a fool.
You fool!
Except for the
Foolish fool!
except for your boss.
Oh yeah,
She's just like, oh my god, I'm
Maya
surrounded by
Fey.
fools.
Mia Fey, whatever you want to call it.
That's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
And it's true.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Time for cross-examination.
Oh, and
I see. You heard a voice saying the time of the tape program. That's right. You may cross-examine the witness. You know what to do. I've got this one. I do.
it's pretty obvious.
So, the time of discovery.
You're like, what was the obvious thing again?
I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
I
wonder what could be the attorney's badge, Cindy's autopsy report, the statue, the passport, blackout records.
Whoa!
I don't know.
I don't think it's that.
Know.
That has nothing to do with
I'm going to present it anyways.
Oh!
Hold it right there. The
Says
prosecution.
Phoenix Wright.
The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
His wig bumped off.
I will. The fence has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Saw It? No,
Yeah,
I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now, Mr. Saw It. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Saw It. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Whoa.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly.
This one's pretty obvious too, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh man.
Saw it.
Time.
Oh. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. What could that be? Couldn't possibly be the murder weapon. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? I saw it there, okay? Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Yeah!
Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. My mouse flies through the screen.
Woo! Wow!
Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment.
Or maybe he knew the victim.
Knew? I'm just gonna say he went into the apartment.
Awesome.
You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove
the when we were
You struck her with the
killed.
clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It is a pimp.
Yeah.
The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Gah. Would the witness care to elaborate?
No.
Did you strike the victim with the clock?
Of course you did.
That day, I never... Look, the clock. I heard no... I saw... Gah. Whoa. Excuse me. Take your sweaty hair and,
I love how his shirt's, automatically, all messed up now.
Well, he's pulling on his collar. He's, getting all the heat out of the shirt.
He's definitely not
And the should burn. Give him death.
Give him death, yeah.
Yeah, he killed her, and he should burn. Burn. Give him death.
Burn.
Order in the court, I say.
Yeah, Your Honor. A moment,
please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is running on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah, he thought that through.
The sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely the clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Try sounding the clock. Ask the neighbors. No. Do the right thing. Choose the right thing.
Examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, or try sounding the clock.
Choose the right thing.
Oh, okay.
Make a decision. You gotta know what you're doing here, man. Better know. Are you sure? Are you sure
Try
after this?
sounding.
Do you want another trial before we start the trial? Oh, wait. Yeah. It's rather heavy. The statue is pretty heavy. You got 3 choices, dude. Only 3 choices.
Try sounding the clock.
Are you sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that?
Absolutely
sure.
Stop doing this.
We'll totally find out next time.
No, I'm doing it right now.
Oh.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Whoa!
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. He's the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! It's 3 hours slow! Between what this precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Boom! Next time on Phoenix Wright, Pet Detective.
Yeah, no, Ace, yeah. Phoenix Ace Wright.